I've talked about how anime and manga are really growing in popularity over here in North America, and some really good evidence of that is last weekend's box office earnings. So ignore the Batman here, though it's doing well. It's not the topic of the conversation here. What I want to talk about is how Jujutsu Kaisen 0 opened up at number 2 behind Batman in North America. I went and saw it last Thursday. It was really good. There's options to see it in English or dub. I, of course, saw the not English, but English subtitled version. I didn't want to see it dubbed. Japanese subtitles all the way. That is an option. And it pulled in $17.7 million from over 2,000 locations. That's pretty awesome. And I see it as more evidence that this brand is growing here. That medium is really blowing up. You see it in the sales for comics every month, every single month for like the past 2 years. All the top adult graphic novels, always manga. And they have to hide it there too. It's just graphic novels in general, but they throw adult on there because there's 2 graphic novel charts. There's the graphic novel charts that's just comic book stores, and then there's the graphic novel charts that are based on actual book sales. And that would be this one. And as you see, every week or every month, manga just takes over and dominates. There's Jujutsu Kaisen right here, at number 10, and Volume 0 at number 17, and Volume 14 at number 2. So you've got new fans coming in, and the new volumes every month sell like crazy. But I don't see any Marvel or DC comics on there, despite having high-budget, big box office hits regularly in the theaters. No one gives a shit about the comics. It might have to do with something like this. So I've talked about Superman Jon Kent, Son of Kal-El, quite a bit because it's a really funny story. I mean, Superman has gotten a lot of press coverage. And I want to be clear, this isn't Clark Kent Superman. This is Jon Kent Superman. 2 very different characters. So DC Comics, to fix their slumping sales, have decided they're going to go full in on identity politics. And not just that, whatever shit the left is spewing all the time, going with fake news. So now, what is Superman doing when he's not making out with his K-pop boyfriend? He's now fighting misinformation. Or no, his greatest weakness is now fake news. With his identity as Superman public knowledge, Jon Kent is almost entirely helpless against misinformation. Oh no! Does anybody want to read this story? Anybody want to read this? So basically the idea here is some corporation named Bendix is trying to smear Jon Kent and say that he's killing metahumans. And because he's a public figure, people online are allowed to make fun of him, basically. This makes me laugh because, well, a lot of people make fun of comic book pros for writing awful stories like this, particularly Tom Taylor, who has a lot of people making fun of his things that he writes in his books because most of the time his writing is awful like this. And, well, I'm a public figure and it can make fun of me, so I'll make it a story. It's probably going to end up Jon Kent punching some dude or something, some guy online. I don't know. But it's just, this is another really good example of just how shit American comics are. Anybody want to read this? And you know what this is going to be. Oh, the CNNs are the ones that are putting out the real truth. And, of course, I bet Bendix is probably some kind of Ben Shapiro or something. And they're going to spin it that way because it's a Tom Taylor comic, to be honest. And that dude is woke as hell. His X-Men Red Run, which I did read because I made fun of it quite a bit on my old channel, had him using the X-Men to fight these nanomachine sentinels that turned people into massive bigots. And the way they defeated them was this new mutant, built up. Her power was she could connect to the internet. So she absorbed online hate and buried it in her body for a couple of years, and then unleashed all of the built-up online hate, and it killed all of the Sentinels. That's a real comic book. Trolling saved the day. She unleashed it because she had it suppressed in her body. And now you have John Kent fighting climate change, which he could actually fix if he just ran around and used his ice breath on the earth, but we'll just ignore that. And now he's fighting conservative outlets. So good job, DC Comics. You just continue to surprise me with your stupidity. And I look forward to making fun of you some more because whoever's making decisions there is a moron. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.